Hello everyone, my name is Xu Xi. I'm now in Fushan National State University studying for my doctorate. And the theme of my article is the change of school education research in the post-COVID-19 era. Today, today my presentation will be divided into 4 parts. Introduction, research objects and research methods, research result, conclusions, and discussion. The COVID-19 has had a major impact on social life and academic development, and our lives are also undergoing simultaneous changes. Online and isolation have become the core keywords of overall changes in social. Unconsciously, we are no longer unfamiliar with home office and video conference. Due to the impact of the epidemic, schools around the world have once interrupted educational activities, and Korean schools are also no exception. According to the requirement of Ministry of Education, the teaching activities of Korean universities, middle schools, and elementary schools were temporarily suspended in March 2020, and the opening of schools has been postponed 4 times. On the April 9th, starting from the 3rd grade of senior high school, the first online start of school in history was implemented in stages. On May 2020, high school seniors began to resume the school curriculum. Also, according to 밀접도 최소한 기준, in the past year, Korean schools have implemented single-day and double-day schooling within the class in elementary schools, while junior high and high schools have implemented bi-weekly schooling and have implemented flexible places according to the situation of the different regions and schools. As epidemic improves, countries and around the world are able to enter the post-COVID-19 era. Therefore, also the mixed mode of online-offline education is now came true in most schools. So the COVID-19 is bring us crisis. At the same time, it also brings us a good opportunity. Therefore, the research mainly focused on related academic papers after school education in South Korea is restored using the method of keyword co-occurrence network analysis, trying to explore the research trends of school education in South Korea in the past COVID-19 era, and to find the hot areas and directions of related research in South Korea. In order to grasp the research trends of school education-related education in Korea in the post-COVID-19 era and explore the correlation between the keywords, the subject term text related to school education in post-COVID-19 era are the research objects. The collected academic dissertation data are collected and analyzed based on RIS, Research Information Sharing Service, the service database under the head of the Korean Academic of education and academic information. First, we use the search window to search with the keywords 코로나19 이후 학교 교육, 코로나19 학교 교육, post-corona 학교 교육, online 수업, and other keywords related to school education in the post-COVID-19 era have been cross-searched many times. The search results selected academic papers, namely 431 papers and 330 dissertations published in Korean professional academic journals. After deleting duplicated, removing missing keywords and items and do not meet the subject, 118 academic papers and 135 dissertations were finally obtained. A total of 315 papers were used as textual research objects. The article first imports the collected data into the data analysis program Textome to generate a keyword frequency table and matrix, and then imports the matrix into the social network analysis tool UCNIT, which has built in a large number of network index calculation modules, which can handle 30,000 network nodes can be processed separately and converted into a visual graph. It is a powerful and comprehensive social network analysis tool. This study is a knowledge map in UCNIT, cluster analysis, and multi-dimensional scale analysis in SPSS 26 to analyze the key points and difficulties of school education research in the post-COVID-19 era in Korea. And first, we conducted a keyword frequency analysis. The result as shown in Table 1. This article selected the top 20 keywords that appear high frequency. The keywords and their frequencies are online 101 times, teacher 52 times, elementary 34 times, student 33 times, physical 30 times, class 28 times, distance 22 times, curriculum 19 times, teach 18 times, qualitative 13 times, satisfaction 12 times, universe 12 times, digital 12 times, sport 11 times, blind 11 times, English 11 times, future 10 times, instruction 10 times, college 9 times, narrow 8 times. Online teaching, distance teaching, and digital teaching have become the center of research in the post-COVID-19 era. There are more studies concerned in elementary schools, especially for physical education and English lessons. Next, we conducted the centrality analysis. First, degree centrality analysis results are as shown in Table 2. The point degree neutral line represents the minimum distance in the diameter of the diagram that is directly connected in 2 points. The larger the point, the more central position in the network. Online, teacher, elementary, physical, student, class, distance, and other keywords are more central than other keywords, indicating that these keywords are at the center of the social network. Secondly, the closeness centrality analysis results as shown in Table 3. The interpretation of closeness centrality is the opposite of the point degree centrality. The smaller the value of the node's approach to centrality, the shorter the distance between the node and the other nodes, and fewer other nodes are needed to transmit information. Therefore, the smaller the centrality value is, the more it is at the core of the research. Keywords such as untagged, future, college, satisfaction, ability, community, support, university, blind, method are closer to the centrality, indicate that these keywords are at the margin of research, have little impact on information resources, power, and there are problems such as a lack in research. Certainly, between its centrality analysis results are as shown in Table 4. Between its centrality refers that retail of the shortest path that passes through a central point and connects these 2 points to the total number of shortest path lines between these 2 points. Keywords such as online, teacher, student, Korean, and elementary are relatively central and play an important role in the related research, and they have ability to control other keywords. Finally, we conducted a research topic analysis. The 4 major research topics in the field of school education research in the post-COVID-19 era are online physical education, quality of distance education, elementary students education, and distance education satisfaction. From its contributor degree and density, the development status of each research topic can be analyzed. Sorry, the form and the distance education satisfaction from each centripetal degree and the density. The development status of each research topic can be analyzed in depth in the scattered diagram. The horizontal axis represents the centripetal degree, and the vertical axis represents the density. The high centripetal degree indicates that the topic has extensive connections with other research hotspots and is closely related to the other research. As the conclusions of this article, the first is, with the stabilization of the epidemic, attention to school education in the post-epidemic era continues to increase, but it can be said that most of the research is centered on the online courses. The research sports, and academic papers are concentrated in following areas: distance education, online courses development, technological support, course satisfaction, teach awareness, the new normal of school education, and the teach reform of various subjects under the new normal, student activities, innovation in performance evolution methods, exploration of online and offline mixed teaching, and future education. The second conclusion is that compared with other stages of education, Korean academic papers pay more attention to primary school education and primary school teachers in the post-academic epidemic era. The research focus is on primary school teachers' remote teaching experience and teacher satisfaction with distance teaching. Compared with other subjects, Korean academic papers may pay more attention to the innovation of the teaching mode of music and physical education in the post-COVID-19 era. Music classes and physical education classes both use physical activity as educational contact, which is different from other subjects. In the case of non-face-to-face teaching, music and physical education are more prone to problems such as limited learning environment and equipment, insufficient interaction between teachers and students. Therefore, how to develop these two courses without face-to-face teaching has become a hot issue of research. The third is, in terms of school curriculum reform, that in the post-epidemic era, the discussion of teachers' professionalism has also become a research hotspot. With the advent of the post-epidemic era and the first industry revolution era, school sites will increasingly require the teachers to be professional in education. Online courses require teachers to have more knowledge about online teaching technology because it is difficult for teachers to evaluate students. Teacher evaluation methods have also become an important issue. Research on the experience of current teachers in the front line can provide ideas for training of teachers. And the discussion for this article is that the COVID-19 is also education reforms to provide a good opportunity for the COVID-19. I'm sorry, this has some error there. The COVID-19 is also provide a good opportunity for education reforms in the future education. We have reason to believe that non-face-to-face education is not a temporary epidemic during the COVID-19 era. In the future, even if the epidemic is brought under control or completely ended, distance education and online courses are likely to play a major role in the future social school education. Discussions about school education in the post-COVID-19 era are bound to be inseparable from the center of online education. How to make online education better adapted to school education and serve education is a topic that needs to be researched by the whole world in the future. And my representation is end for there. And thank you for listening.